All right, guys, my gym owers, we've all run into this common problem, you could say. Um, Protein powder, right? It starts to weigh on the wallet. We got these ones, $30, $50. And I thought to myself, why am I paying so much for protein powder? A bad tasting drink that's supposed to give me gains? I started thinking, how about I just make my own? So I set out to make my own, which is what I'm gonna do now. All right, gang. So this is the pot we're gonna use to start our base. And you are far too close to me, pal. For our base, there is spider webs in it. You can't. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little dingly in there. Oh! This shouldn't cost more than $10. I think I spent $10 on all the ingredients, tops. Not only is this a healthy alternative to generic protein powders, you got your whey, all that stuff. This is so much healthier and more affordable, and it takes half the time because you got to drive to GNC or Walmart to go pick up your protein powder, your scam, if you will. So what we're gonna start with. All right, so we're gonna start with half a cup of cornstarch. We're gonna start with half a cup of cornstarch as our base, and then we're going to grab our low-fat cottage cheese. That's probably enough. Actually, we're just gonna take a handful, and that should be good. Time to mix, fellas. So I'm gonna use a fork because I don't have a regular stir. I'm going to use a fork, and the fork didn't work. So now I'm going to bust out a new little stir. I call this one the plastic spoon with stains on it because that's just what happened. Now it should start to resemble protein powder at this time. We are going to have to boil it, so that's coming up too. Now you might be saying to yourself, Sage, surely this isn't going to be a cottage cheese-based protein powder. And to that I say, hell no. We're working with hot dogs and Vienna sausages today, boys. Meat-based protein powder is always better. It is currently 6:40 in the morning. Now, it became pretty apparent that there wasn't enough juice in the blender, so I decided to add some of my own, which was tartar sauce. Someone shut my water off. It's solidified towards the bottom. There we go. Now, I knew this fork was going to come in handy earlier. I knew this fork would come in handy at some point. I think it should be roughly about, 60 grams a scoop. 60 grams of protein per scoop here. It's just how it is right now. Life hasn't been treating me well, to be honest. And while I was rambling on about whatever the hell I was rambling on about, I remembered that I needed a binding agent to keep it all together. And then I forgot it at the store, so I just looked around and then I remembered, super glue. Non-toxic super glue. That's exactly what this needs. I don't want to overdo it and overpower the flavor. But it's going to be vanilla flavored at the end. We're going to boil it until it's a powder. This shouldn't take too long. I think the article said maybe 10 minutes. This should be pretty good. It actually caught on fire and I had to take it outside for a second just till it mellows out. The lid's on the floor currently because it was on fire. Did I say that? That's okay. So it actually had a bit of a scent to it, and if I know one thing about protein powder, it's that whenever something's got a scent, it kind of ruins the whole thing. So I just grabbed some lavender scented Comet and poured it on there to hopefully mask the taste of the glue. Because I actually forgot to buy vanilla extract, and so this is just what it's going to be working with. And it actually completely ruined the bottom of my pot. Now if this isn't the most yummy tasting protein powder you've ever seen, I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, guys, this batch will last me probably a month and a half. And for only $10, that's a deal you can't refuse. I'm eating pizza right now. I apologize. Because it's time for the taste test. This looks like one scoop. Yeah, there you go. And I'm just gonna be using water today. I'm just gonna be using water. Probably like 12 ounces. I've got it on hot. That's okay. Now, if this doesn't look appealing to the eye, I don't know what does. Alright, guys. Bottoms up. Well, if we learned anything today, it's that, you know, maybe the answer to getting cheap protein powder isn't making it at home, or maybe it is, and maybe I did it wrong. I don't know. I think I followed the instructions pretty well, which was just logic and reasoning, basically. My thought process was, well, if I was gonna make protein powder, what should I do? And then I just made protein powder. I don't know about you guys. I mean, it was pretty good for me. It was pretty good for me. I'm gonna go back for seconds probably tomorrow or later tonight, just because it was that good and yummy and tasty. If you guys want, you know, your own protein powder, just follow my instructions, step-by-step guide. I mean, it was pretty simple for me. I'm gonna eat my burnt pizza now. Have a good night. Bye.